Welcome into the DNVR Rockies Podcast on this Friday Suze Show edition. I'm your host, Suzie Hunter. We have Ben Cary in studio co-hosting.
Yes.
Ben, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be on the show.
You're a friend of the brand.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've been a friend since the other three-letter word before the name change.
Yes.
I don't know if I should
The previous
say it or not,
letters.
but we'll just go with that. So I've known Harrison for about 4 or 5 years. I know Dev from college. So
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
we used
God.
to
You
hoop.
know Dev since before he was born.
Yeah, close enough. And Dev loves when I talk about, oh yeah, we used to hoop, and then Dev's like, yeah, tell him how I used to be out there, and I'm like, Dev was good, and I leave it at that. But Dev was actually pretty good.
Well, I would hope so.
Yeah. You're like, the way he talks about it, yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Listen, we got a stacked show for you guys. We're going to keep it to a tight 45 because the game's a little earlier today. We actually have a 6:10 game. Usually Friday games are 6:40.
You got to figure out why they're doing that, too. Sometimes they
to
I know
make
they
me
do it,
miserable.
but
Maybe
yeah,
it has something to do with the fireworks.
Ooh, good call.
So
Good call.
the fireworks get started earlier. I don't know. There's fireworks tonight. There's fireworks tomorrow. Hopefully there's fireworks on the field in terms of what the Rockies have to offer us. But we're going to break down some Rockies news. A lot of roster moves happened today. We're going to recap Thursday night's game against the Dodgers. We are going to get into some baseball headlines. We're going to talk about the All-Star selections and the Home Run Derby. Ben's going to give us some really good bets that we can make some money off of this weekend. And we're going to just relive the best moments of the week.
It seemed like a busy week for baseball and the Rockies just in general. There was a lot going on.
There's so much going on. Yesterday alone, I was exhausted before the game even started because yesterday was the hail game. Yeah. Again, we're going to save it for the recap. But yeah, breaking Rockies news. We just found this out. Kris Bryant, we expected him to come back today from what Buddy told us yesterday. But so many moves along with it. So Ty Blach coming back up for the third time.
Man, he's
I guess not
this
this season, but
back and forth.
Back and forth, man. But yeah, Ty Blach is coming back. Matt Caracetti is on the IL with shoulder inflammation, and Jorge Alfaro has been designated for assignment. And we did talk to Buddy about this before the game. We do have his thoughts on it. But Tiffany, are we ready to play it? All right, here's what Buddy had to say earlier today.
So we activated KB, and we're going to activate Ty Blach. Ty's on his way. Matt Caracetti is going to go on the injured list with a shoulder inflammation, and Jorge Alfaro has been designated for assignment. So as relates to Jorge, we're hoping that in a couple days, if he does clear waivers, he'll become a free agent. Hopefully he'll stay with our organization and go down to Albuquerque, but we'll see, right? I mean, that's going to be a decision that he makes. But we indicated to him that we'd like to have him stay in our organization, and he indicated to us that he appreciated the opportunity here over the last few weeks. He wished he would have got a few more hits and done a little bit more to help, but we'll see where it goes. There's still, a lot of season left for Jorge. So, we'll see where this takes us in 3 or 4 days with Jorge.
I know I'm gonna miss him. His flow really grew on me.
I really did like his flow.
I still had questions about his flow because he's got some highlights in there, and I'm like, is that from the sun, or is that just how your hair grows? Incredible flow, and I never got to find out because we overlapped in that clubhouse for 2 days.
Yeah, you were just staring at his hair, and you're like, maybe I should ask him a baseball question, but you're just and then he's gone. It happens sometimes like that, And
I feel like we just barely got to see him because he got called up right before Boston, right before that 10-game road trip, and now he's gone. Hopefully, we see him back.
He could be back.
He could honestly he could be.
I mean, the second half of the season, there's going to be a lot of players coming in and out and new faces and, guys coming up the farm system. So he could be back.
He could be back. He could be back. We got it. And Ty Blach is back. What a treat.
Yeah.
Ty Blach could be in the mix in terms of a starter or an opener for Saturday.
That's very true because it's undecided right now.
It's undecided, yeah. But he also said we don't know who's starting yet. He has not made a decision. So we'll find out. He did mention, he said Jake Bird could be in the mix. Gavin Hollowell could be in the mix. Peter Lambert could be in the mix. So basically, like, yeah, he doesn't know.
I have a question for you.
Yes,
so
okay.
if we were to bring up someone from AAA or even AA, who would that be?
Like right now?
Yeah, for a pitcher. To come in. Because right now, I mean, it seems like it's kind of limited, right? Like,
it's limited because we've already called up everyone.
Noah Davis came up. I mean, I was going through it and someone asked me and I'm like, well, just with our injuries, who we already called up, it's really down to relievers at this point.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's not really anyone, and you don't want to just stick someone in there and have their confidence shot, but I don't know. We got
a lot of I've been calling them randos.
Yeah.
There's prospects and then there's randos. I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah. I mean, that's just crazy. But injuries and just guys who already came up and just didn't have success. And it's tough right now. But
it's a tough time. Thoughts and prayers, please.
Yes.
We've got Nate in the chat making a bet for over 66.5 wins and another for 75 plus wins. Isn't looking too good right now. Yeah, those were bad bets.
I want to know like what you ate for breakfast that day of the 75 wins. Like he was feeling good about that.
What did you? Yeah,
like,
you got to eat some food before you drink your breakfast.
The 66.5, I understand.
That's fair.
That's fair. But 75, that was pushing.
That was silly. Not to roast you, Nate, but like, what are you doing?
He's thinking about it. He's like, what did I have for breakfast that day?
Wow. I mean, we've been saying on this show all season, like we could be looking at the first Rockies 100 loss team. It's extremely possible.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but it's the elephant in the room.
We just have to acknowledge it. They're on pace right now for 100 losses.
I feel like they're going to get like 98 or 99. And it's just going to be like, where it's so close and then it just doesn't happen. And then like, you know, there's those Rocky fans who are like, yeah, we want 100 losses to prove a point, and then they're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, no matter what, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's not good either way.
99 losses is still proving a point.
Because that would be the worst record.
That would be.
Because it was 96. Was
96? 98 is the worst.
98. Yeah.
98 losses is the worst. But yeah, you know what? I don't know. We'll see. That's baseball.
We'll see.
That's baseball. That's what we say. You know what's really cool? So the Milwaukee Bucks have a new assistant coach, the first female assistant coach they've ever had. Her name is Sydney Dobner. But why are we talking about this on this baseball show?
Well, it's really cool, but
it's Ryan McMahon's cousin. What an athletic family.
That is crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think that's awesome. I knew he had a cousin who was working in the NBA, but I'm like, oh, she's moving up in the world. I'm very excited.
Exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really, and the Bucks, I mean, they're a good team.
They're good,
right?
yeah.
It's not like they're a slouch. Like it's one of the best teams in the East. So
yeah,
that's
it's not
really
like
cool.
she's working for the Sixers. I'm roasting my own team.
I mean, I'm always down to talk crap about the 76ers.
No, you're not allowed. Leave, go.
Yeah.
Your time here was fun. Now please,
you didn't
please
enjoy
depart.
all the Jokic and Embiid debates all day, every day?
Well, you know, I did to a point. I didn't love that there was like a missing poster for Joel Embiid sitting behind me in our studio downstairs.
Oh, yeah, after in the playoffs, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't love that, but whatever. It's fine.
It's a harmless little joke, right?
I'm just like literally always fighting with every dude who works here. It's like so exhausting.
Yeah.
Ben, I'm so tired.
Hey,
So
you're like
tired.
halfway through the day right now.
I'm like literally halfway through the day. All right, so we're gonna get into the recap of Thursday's game in just a second. We gotta talk about Ibotta. So Ibotta. We're pretty new to working with them. This is really exciting, but they give you cash back on things that you already buy, like groceries, stuff you buy online, and more. All you have to do is upload your receipt after shopping and watch your cash grow back. So you can earn cash back on every single shopping trip. Ibotta gives you cash back on hundreds of grocery items from produce, personal care, pantry goods. So you either link your loyalty account or you can upload the receipt after you shop to get your cash back, which sounds pretty easy. And you're actually getting real cash back too, not just points. Other apps will give you points that don't really amount to much, but with Ibotta, you're getting real cash back that you can cash out to your bank account, to PayPal, or to gift cards. And the average Ibotta user gets about $120 a year in real cash back. So that could cover the cost of an entire grocery trip. Groceries have gotten expensive, so I kind of need all the help I can get there. Or you can use your cash back to buy, maybe that flight that you've been looking up, or, maybe you can use it towards your Taylor Swift concert tickets or a fancy dinner. But yeah, a typical basket of groceries, it's more than $50 more expensive than it was this time last year. Inflation has been insane, so you can earn 2.5 times that in cash back from Ibotta. And depending on how much you use Ibotta, you can earn back hundreds for online brands and retailers too. So when you start using Ibotta, those retailers include Lowe's, Macy's, Sephora, Best Buy, and more. And the best thing, my favorite thing about Ibotta is that they are sponsoring DNVR's spotlight coverage of the Nuggets championship. So this is what you can do right now. Ibotta is offering our listeners $5 just for trying it using code DNVR when you register. Just go to the App Store or Google Play Store and download the free Ibotta app and use code DNVR. So Ibotta is IBOTTA. Find that in the Apple Store or the Google Play Store and use code DNVR. Whew.
Good local company, by the way. They're just downtown.
Yeah. We love local.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Local supporting local. Also local, Kind Love. We love Kind Love. We're obsessed with Kind Love. Kind Love hooked us up. We know all about Kind Love now. But they are the official partner of DNVR. And we mentioned they're a local brand, but Kind Love has... They are just one of the OG dispensaries in Colorado. They've been around since 2010. They are known for cultivating some of the best, highest quality cannabis in the state, authentic genetics, patient grow techniques, and one of the highest quality brands in Colorado. Fully integrated seed to sale, breeding their own genetics, control, grow process, and packaging. So it's like farm to table, but for your weed. And they have launched this incredible product called the Turbo Core. It's a 100 milligram stick. It's like the size of a toothpick. Have you heard about these?
I heard about it, but tell me more.
Oh my gosh, these are insane. So it's like the size of a toothpick, and you can put it into a joint that you've already rolled, or you could put it into a cigarette or a blunt, but yeah, you put it in. But they also sell those inside of pre-rolls at the Kind Love dispensaries.
Wow.
So I'm not going to say who said this in our Slack channel, but one of our coworkers tried the turbo joint and was like, "Oh yeah, it be turboing." It was a lot.
Lived up to the name.
It lived up to the name. But yeah, we love Kind Love. They absolutely hook us up. But also, they've got some stores. They've got a couple of stores in the Denver area that you can check out. So check out Cherry Creek or North Denver. Mention DNVR to get the exclusive DNVR discount of 25% off all Kind Love flower, pre-rolls, and the whole Turbo Joint line. So you can hop onto kindlove.com and look at their menu before you head into the store. The Cherry Creek one is kind of close to Shotgun Willie's. It's like it's like on the opposite corner of that shopping center. So it's like near the Target. It's like near the
I love that whole area. It has something for everybody.
There's a nail salon over there that I go to. Like I actually run a lot of errands over there. So like I'm actually really happy we're like working with Kind Love because
you're like I know this area really well. You're like, oh, interesting.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's right by Shotgun Willie's. Go there all the time.
No comment.
No comment. I've never
There's a Chick-fil-A over there too.
I've never been to a strip club in my life. I'm like actually very boring.
Well, you could hit up John Morant. He goes to those.
I know about the drama that happens there.
Yeah.
All right, let's recap the Thursday night game against the Dodgers, also known as the Hail game, because we got to see an almost 2-hour delay at the end of June because the field was covered with pellets of ice.
It's crazy.
And this is like the size of them. If you're watching us on YouTube, this is the hail in my hand. It was like the size of marble. Some of them were a little bigger. But yeah, these were huge. And it was everywhere. It was everywhere. It totally flooded both dugouts too.
Yeah.
So that was the big problem because like it was just so much ice that like it was clogging up the drain. So like that wasn't draining. It was a lot. Shout out to the grounds crew because they were the MVPs of that game. I don't know how. I was so convinced this game was not going to happen.
Our grounds crew, like one of the best. Like they crush it. And teams come out here and they say the grass is like some of the best they play on too. So we got that going for us.
It better be.
Yeah.
It better be. Apparently our head groundskeeper is from Ohio, so they're used to bad weather.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Terrible weather.
I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
They make good money too, the head guy.
Yeah. Yeah,
they
do.
I looked it up one day and I was like, man, maybe I'll
Well,
get
now that you're a lawn work guy.
Oh, I know, yeah. I know.
A yard work guy.
I know so much about lawns now.
You could live it.
That ryegrass and that Colorado bluegrass, yeah. Kentucky bluegrassy. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
See?
We've got a comment. Any concerns about the Rockies game being delayed? No, I'm not concerned. It rained a little bit earlier. We saw some thunder and some lightning, and it was a little strange.
Yeah, just kind of passed over. And
I think it's done, so I think we're good. But yesterday, yeah, we were not good. I love this. My favorite moment, I think, of the whole day were the players going out onto the field.
Oh, yeah.
And just like experiencing the hail because it's so strange.
Is it Diaz and
Marquez were out there. Like Marquez
Did that
was in
surprise
shorts.
you? Like it was those guys out of the two? Or were you kind of like, oh?
I was surprised that Diaz was slip and sliding across the tarp.
Yeah.
But
And
he was
playing,
also
too.
making snow angels. So Kelsey Wingert got this amazing video.
That was
yeah,
great.
Diaz was just like in such a silly, goofy mood. This is absolutely adorable.
He started too. I love that about it.
like,
It's like I'm gonna have fun and then I'm gonna go play a game. So
I wonder if at this point they were just like, there's no way we're playing a game.
I mean, yeah, because you were
tonight.
I asked you, I was like, is this getting played? You're like, look at the field, and I'm like,
well, you know what? Here's what I was saying in the press box. I was on the record saying this yesterday. At first, when it first started hailing, I was like, I think we'll get the game in. Mm-hmm. And then I looked at the weather again, and then there was more rain in the forecast. I'm like, well, if it rains again, there's no way that we're going to be able to unflood the dugouts.
Yeah.
But then it didn't rain again, so we got the game in. So I was right no matter what.
Was the field at first pitch, was it still wet?
No.
It wasn't?
It really didn't look like it.
They were saying that on the Dodgers broadcast, and don't ask me why I was listening to it.
Well, you know, it's nice to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, it actually is
that's
really
fine.
nice. And I love Drew and all those guys, but sometimes it's good to mix it up. But they were like, yeah, the grass is wet. But I don't know. Because they have heaters underneath, so I was like...
So the heaters, the whole outfield has heaters underneath. And then the infield, of course, was covered by the tarp. But I mean, we didn't see a single guy out there slip. Like I didn't see anything happen out there.
Yeah,
so like
it was fine. So.
They did incredible work. The grounds crew, again, just cannot say enough about how great they were. The MVPs, truly.
You guys kill it, yep.
They should have gotten the MVP chains last night. I hope they did. All right. So after, a 1 hour and 50-minute delay, the game started. The first inning, we saw the Dodgers All-Stars in action. JD Martinez singled to score Mookie Betts. And then Elias Diaz tied it up in the bottom of the first with a sac fly to score Ezekiel Tovar. Third inning, JD and Mookie did the same exact thing all over again. But then Diaz actually... How many guys were playing in this game? Was it just like the five of them?
Felt like it for a little bit.
It kind of felt like it.
And then Freddie Freeman, didn't have any power, but it was just doing his thing, getting singles, driving guys home.
Yeah.
That Diaz first inning, I thought that was going over the fence. Off the bat. I was like, that's gone. And then the other thing about the first inning that was funny was, Gritchick losing that one in the lights. That was tough.
God.
But it, for anyone who hasn't seen that, it's really hard.
Yeah.
When it goes above the lights, the ball disappears for a split second. And I think he just missed it. And then we saw what happened.
It's a tough look.
Yeah, it does. Look. It looks way worse on TV. Watching it, you're just like, dude, come on, catch the ball, man. But then if you're in that position,
it's literally your job, dude.
Yeah,
it happens. It happens. It was bad weather. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Got a lead back in the third, and then that was kind of it because the fourth inning, the Dodgers went on a 6-run rampage. This ended up being a 14-3 loss for the Rockies, which you hate to say. We should be good at this weather.
Should be. But you know what's tough is Chase Anderson. It was worth a shot,
bringing
bringing him in, but.
Well, Chase Anderson's first several starts were so good. And now they are not so good.
Yeah.
We got 3 2/3 innings out of him. Not great. We can't have that right now.
No.
Buddy's also said, like, we need dudes who are going the distance. But yeah, 3 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. I mean, the walk count's kind of low. Like,
yeah, I mean,
we've seen more walks this week from other guys.
we have. I mean, Chase, he does show glimpses with the fastball, but yeah, it's tough. And then Peter Lambert has to come in and eat innings at this point. And
Yeah.
I mean, I felt like it was at the point where Buddy just had to keep him in for another, few at bats, because it's just like, you can't just take him out after 1 inning. So.
Yeah, Lambert, we got 1 inning out of him, but 5 hits, 5 runs, all earned. That was
only
a lot.
1 inning.
He was only in for 1 inning.
Interesting. It felt like
felt
a
like
long
forever.
time, because time-wise, I think it was a while.
Well, he put 5 runs in that inning.
Yeah,
so
that happened, yeah.
Hollowell was in for 2 innings. Gavin
that's right.
Hollowell, who
Yeah.
was like 6'7".
Yeah.
He's a tall young man. He had 3 hits, 2 runs, both of those earned. Carasetti came in for 1 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run, and then Matt Cook came in and gave up nothing. So that was nice. That was nice to see.
Yeah, that was good to see one pitcher have a goose egg.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy runs.
Heisenberg says, "Bring back Urania."
So Heisenberg is from our Discord, and
He's a friend of yours.
Yeah, we have a whole joke with Urania, because
Can you explain the joke?
Yeah, I'll put it this way: whenever he pitched, we would bet against him, and we made a lot of money on it. It is what it is. But the crazy thing is, Urania's he's been in the league a while. People were talking to me "Oh yeah, who's this young guy?" I'm like, "No, Urania's been with them."
He's not young.
Yeah,
not a young man.
way I guess he came up, and when he made his first start this year, people assumed he was a young guy. I'm like, no,
No.
he's been around, man. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Urania, hope
Wonder
you're
what
doing
he's
well.
doing.
Actually, I don't remember where he ended up. I feel like
he's
he's
somewhere.
somewhere.
He's somewhere out there.
I feel like I just talked about it. Maybe he's nowhere. I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna open up MLB.com. Give me a second. He's nowhere.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But
Or maybe he's in Rochester. He might be in Rochester. I think he's in Rochester. Sorry, he's not nowhere. He's alive and well. Well is relative. Tiff liked that one. I appreciate that. Pitching continues to be just the bane of our existence right now.
Yep, it's tough, but I mean, what's crazy though is our bullpen. I would say as a whole has outperformed the starters, but I guess it's injuries kind of come into play with Marquez and some of the other guys. But
I mean, the bullpen at the start of the season was so incredible, and I see it as we wore them out.
Yeah, they were getting a lot of innings. Lawrence, Suter. I mean, both of Suter could be moved.
Yeah,
He could be gone.
yeah. I mean, we love him as a human being because he's just absolutely delightful.
Yeah.
But that's definitely that he's a piece.
There's a lot of
is a
guys
piece.
on the list.
I know. I'm we could actually this isn't personal, but we could get rid of everyone good.
Just
Get rid of everyone who has a glimmer of talent, and I'm kind of fine with that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We will see what happens. But you know what? I know what's going to happen if you are a diehard here at DNVR, because we've got all Colorado sports covered for you at the DNVR bar with game sound. Come through, enjoy 15% off of your entire bill as a DNVR diehard. And members also get discounts on tickets to all of our events, like our tailgates, especially our Rockies takeovers, which we have some more coming up. But before I tell you about that, you were getting a free shirt when you signed up. You were getting 20% off of your merch, always 20% off of all events. And you're getting access to the Diehards Only Discord. We also have exclusive merch for you guys. You get a physical card. It's black and gold. It is absolute fire. You're getting premium content in your inbox. So much better than spam. You're getting exclusive discounts from select partners too. But coming up, we have 2 Rockies takeovers coming up. You can buy tickets for both at the same time and get a little discount. You can buy just one, but July 29th is the next one. This is a good deal too, though. So we all meet up at the bar. And then the bus takes us from the bar to the game, which is incredible because trying to find parking close to game time around Coors Field can be a lot.
Almost not worth it sometimes. You're like,
almost.
It's already the third inning and I can't park because the games go so quickly.
They do. But yeah, you won't have to worry about that because we'll get you to the game right on time. And while you're at the bar waiting for the bus, you're going to get a free appetizer. So that's included in your ticket. The bus ride to and from Coors Field, you are getting free Breck brews on the bus, as many as you can drink. And the tickets for the takeover are in section 115. So lower level, right down the first base line, prime foul ball territory. Bring a glove. I'm going to bring mine. And it's against the Athletics, so we might actually win. We might actually win like 25-0.
We might see a betting line total of like 13-14 like, for the total runs in that one, depending on who's pitching for the A's. But yeah.
Oh my gosh.
RIP A's.
RIP. They are in rough shape just all around. But yeah, head to the DNVR.com and sign up and get your tickets to the takeover because it's coming up. Backus and Schenker might have to get a call from the A's. Hopefully they'll be hurting after that game. Because when you get hurt, Backus and Schenker is here to help because Backus and Schenker wins for Colorado families. They are helping those who are seriously injured in Colorado for more than 25 years, and they are free until they win money in your case. There is no upfront fee to speak with someone about your case, no fee while they work on it, nothing unless they win money for you. And they've done it a lot. They've won more than $1 billion for their clients. And now they've got locations serving all of Colorado, including Denver, Aurora, Englewood, and Fort Collins. They have the strength and power to win your case. More than 30 lawyers and 100 staff. Backus and Schenker helps with all kinds of injury cases where you weren't at fault. Car accidents, motorcycle, rideshare, pedestrians, trucks. They can even help you if you're injured at work. So call them at all too lows, 222-2222 to find out if you have a case for free because Backus and Schenker wins.
It's pretty good.
I wrote them a theme song. Intense unboxing. I'm also sad that we lost Bruce Brown to Indiana. He was a great Rockies fan. He went to 2 Rockies games. That's huge.
I mean, 2's more than 0.
2 is more than 0.
And they paid him too.
Oh, he got paid.
But you know what? There's no baseball, no MLB team. Is there any farm system?
Yeah, I think there's a AAA team in Indiana.
He's gonna have to watch.
Or
them,
in Indianapolis,
right? Like he doesn't have a pro team anymore for MLB.
He's just gonna have to become a minor league dude.
Yeah. Which is fine. Minor league baseball is fun.
Minor league baseball is so fun. I'm a big fan. I am a big fan. I'm also a big fan about how terrible the AL Central is.
Yeah, it is pretty fun to talk about.
The industry term is that they are ass. But not a single team in the AL Central is above 500. The best record in the AL Central, the Minnesota Twins, 40-42.
And like watching them, to me, they're lucky to be even that close to 500. Yeah. So I'm like, does anyone want to win this division?
No one wants to win, actually. At least, the Twins at least have a plus 24 run differential.
They got that going for them.
Which is pretty funny. I feel Kansas City, though. Kansas City has won 23 games.
Man.
They are almost as bad as the A's.
I don't know what they're doing out there in Kansas City, but they're not winning a lot of games.
No.
And then the White Sox are just...
I feel for our friends in Chicago covering the White Sox.
It's tough. There's so much talent on that team, but they just can't put it together.
Right.
We got the Tigers, though.
The Tigers are coming to town. Yeah, the Tigers are 35-45. They're on a 1-game winning streak.
You know what's funny though about the Tigers?
What's funny about the Tigers?
2 of their best pitchers are hurt, and one of them, I think, Tariq Skubal is close to coming back. But Casey Mize, I think, is going to be out for the year. I think he had Tommy John late last season. Mm-hmm. But if they can get Skubal back, I'm kind of curious if they're going to be buyers or sellers come deadline.
Ooh.
I mean, you would think that
I don't even know if we're going to be buyers or sellers.
Well,
I feel like we should be sellers.
Well, that's a whole different conversation.
That's a whole different.
But with the Tigers, though, it's like you're only 4 games back of the playoffs, basically, if you win this division. So, but you're 35-45. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you do.
It just sucks that like a team that's like under 500 is going to be in the postseason if things progress the way they're progressing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then one team out of the AL East could end up having a way better record and not make the playoffs.
And then that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like that's how it's going to play out. And that's not fair.
Yeah. Especially if it's like the Orioles or something. I would be so bummed because I love the Orioles. The Orioles are kind of like the Rockies in a lot of ways. So I can see myself rooting for them, and I do. So I hope they make it.
They're on such a fun run. Also, everyone in the AL East has a positive run differential. That's pretty fun.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. Boston and the Twins have the same exact record, 40-42. Boston is in last place.
That sums it up.
And
right
Minnesota's in first place.
Yep.
Baseball is crazy. But yeah, the AL Central, absolute ass. I wish the Rockies were in it.
I know we would be only 10 games back maybe.
We wouldn't be last place.
Yeah, wouldn't we? That's very true.
Hold on, the Rockies are 32-51. So if the Rockies were in the AL Central, we'd be in
like 8 back.
We'd be in 5th place.
Yeah.
We'd be right behind the White Sox. Forget it. Nothing matters. We can't win. Welcome to our negativity podcast. Bad vibes only.
Oops.
Oops. Oh, did I tell you that we're doing 5 baseball headlines that I want you to know? That was the first one. The next one. So apparently teachers in Nevada, the teachers union in Nevada is suing to halt public funding for the A's stadium. So
it's going to be a mess. Like conceptually, the whole idea of them going to Vegas, I thought was great, but there's so much politics behind it. It's going to get messy.
It's already messy. And also the fans in Oakland still want the team in Oakland. And then we've got the teachers who are just like, stop spending money. We make no money.
Yeah, we need money too. And we'll see what happens there.
This is wild.
They're not going to have a stadium for at least 2 years, 2 seasons. So where are they going to play?
We're going to have a road goat situation. Do you know about the road goats?
Yeah. They didn't have a home to play at, right?
Yeah, for the whole 2016 season.
Jeez. That's so good.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was a wild time.
Did they play in like high school?
No.
It wasn't like the Coyotes, like the Phoenix Coyotes, where they had to play like.
No, it was not.
It wasn't that bad.
No.
Yeah.
They ended up playing at. They did just like all of their. Sometimes they would borrow. Like if there was a team that didn't have games that week, they would just like borrow that stadium. Like they borrowed the Fisher Cat Stadium a lot.
Wow.
Because also like the owner of the Yard Goats is the son of the owner of the Fisher Cat. So like they just like have a relationship there already, obviously.
Make a phone call real quick. Like, hey, can we play here?
Dad, can I come over?
Yeah.
Can my friends come over?
Yeah. Come on in.
Come on in.
We got water.
Okay. Padres also. The Padres are a mess. We're talking about the Padres a little bit. Oh, Heisenberg is a Padres fan?
No, I think he's talking about the Rockies. The Rockies typically own the Padres at home.
Got it.
Except this year we started
Not
1
this
and
year.
2, but I think it's going to change. The Padres are currently losing 2-1.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Reds, but they have 2-1 right now. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Well, they jinx it either way.
Yeah, they've got a 5-game losing streak right now.
Yeah, they have been bad. It's kind of fun to watch.
It's like, you know what?
Low key, misery loves company, you know?
It's so funny to me, though, just because, like, the Padres made such a big deal about spending so much. The Mets made such a big deal about spending so much. Dick Montfort was like, over the offseason being like, why is everyone spending so much money? And guess what? We're all bad. We're all bad teams.
We're all in the same spot.
We're all in the same freaking boat right now.
Like, I go on like Mets. I search stuff about the Mets and like you would think that they're like the worst team in baseball the way their fans talk about it. But I guess it's all expectations, right? So
I mean, their expectations were sky high, and I mean, they're 36-45.
Yeah. Didn't see that.
So what? That's like on pace for 90 losses.
Yeah.
If they keep it up the way it's going.
That's crazy.
That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing if you're spending all that money.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on there, but
man, no one knows.
I saw the Mets and Rockies play out in City.
Oh, really?
Back in May. So that was fun. And the Rockies won, I think, by 6 or 7. So
I was gonna say
it's like, hell yeah.
They did well. They did well out there. That was a fun road trip. I love Citi Field.
Yeah, it was really nice.
They have some of the best food.
And then I went to Yankees Stadium.
Yankee Stadium. I was just at Yankee Stadium on Sunday while I was waiting for a flight back to Denver, and they have a Benihana at Yankee Stadium, and that's just like my go-to food because it's like enormous, and it's like really not much more than like a regular food.
Yeah.
But I left with leftovers.
They do give you a lot of food at Benihana.
I get my little pinstripe ale and I get my Benihana. And I'm just like having a full meal in the outfield. I like Yankee Stadium. Oh, I shouldn't have said that on record.
You like Citi
but
Field.
I love Citi Field. But nothing even comes close to Coors Field. So there you go.
Goes without saying.
We gotta like get back on course here because we need to talk about. We finally got some All-Star selections. We know who's going to be starting in those games. We don't know pitchers yet, of course. The managers will decide that, later on. But let's take a look at who we are looking at. My immediate disappointment, of course, is Sean Murphy. Nothing against Sean Murphy representing the Braves in the catcher spot for Team National League, but I would have loved to have seen Diaz up there as the starter because he has just been incredible. These rosters are just like so funny to me though. The National League, it's just all Braves, all Dodgers, except for like 3 dudes. Corbin Carroll though, look at Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, he's
getting in there.
Yeah, props to him. Love to see that. He did injure his neck yesterday.
Yeah, what happened there?
It seemed like he tweaked something, but I wonder. I mean, I think he'll be fine, but you never know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just an honor to be selected. So, but yeah, I hope he's okay because he's such an exciting young talent. Yeah. For sure. But yeah, a lot of not too many surprises for the National League roster. Freddie Freeman, Nolan Arenado, even though he's on a bad team, Orlando Arcia, Ronald Acuna Jr., Mookie Betts, JD Martinez in the DH spot. Good for Luis Arraez getting in there, his second All-Star selection.
Do you think he can get 400 by the end of the year?
I kind of think he can.
He's hovering around it.
He's hovering. I think he can do it.
Yeah.
And if not, he's going to be damn close.
Yeah. I hope he gets it, and then he's like at 401, and they just sit him the last game. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. I'd be like, okay, let's not mess this up.
They did that with LeMahieu one year, I think. I forget why they did it, but I think he was leading batting average, and he was up a point, so they're just like, oh.
Yeah, let's leave you. Let's leave you. Good for Randy Arozarena. First All-Star selection.
He deserves it.
He does. Oh my gosh. He's just been he has so much fun in the WBC. He's having such a good season. And just like, what a great personality. What a cool dude.
He's great.
He is great. Anything in these selections that surprised you? Anything where you're just like, duh?
I thought it was pretty chalk. I'm curious to see like the reserves and how that works out because the Rockies, obviously we have to get one player in and I'm hearing it's going to be Diaz or McMahon. Right?
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see.
I think also we could get I think Justin Lawrence is a real possibility in terms of relievers. And also he's just made such a splash with the sweeper. Such a commotion.
Oh, yeah. With the shirts and everything too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
They all have those shirts.
It's a great
love
pitch
it.
too. I mean, it's the best pitch. So.
It is a great pitch. And he's been so good this season.
Yeah.
Such a star. I think anyone from the Rockies will end up in the home run derby. Because we know a couple of guys who are going to be in the derby. Yeah, we have
Julio, of course, Mookie. Mookie's kind of surprising to me.
Mookie's never done it before.
Yeah, and then Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Of course.
He was in 2019, I think, 2018 or 2019.
Yeah, one of those years.
So I guess no surprises, but yeah, they still have 5 more spots to fill. Probably not going to be a Rockies player because I think Rockies better last.
No one's hit home runs.
Yeah,
it's not going to be Kris Bryant.
Not Kris Bryant. Yeah,
it's not the singles derby.
Yeah, exactly. That would be
some
riveting TV. Yeah, and I think it's either Japan or China. They have like a bunting competition where they have
a target. Seen that.
Yeah, I would tune in for that. I would bet on that too.
That would be fun. Mark would be kind of Mark would be bummed if we get a pitcher
because they get like 2 at bats, right? And then it's just like new guy comes in, and it's just like I think that's where he's coming from there.
I mean, I get that.
Diaz just needs to go off like the next few games and have like 3 home runs in a game or something, and then
then it would be weird if he wasn't on the All-Star team.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad we talked this out.
If it happens, I spoke it into existence.
We're manifesting it. We're gonna make a vision board after this show.
Perfect. We'll put it right there.
Real fast, before we get into some of your best bets that you've picked for us
Yeah.
in baseball, let's just talk about Shady Rays real fast.
Let's do it.
Shady Rays. My favorite sunglasses that I've only lost once. Take on the sun with gear built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered for warm weather with premium polarized shades at an affordable price. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers a world-class product that is just as good as any expensive pair I've ever owned. And the best thing is they have the best protection plan in all of eyewear. Every pair of sunglasses is backed by their lost and broken replacement. So if you lose them, you break them, even on day one. Who wrote this in the copy? This is an attack on me. They will send you a brand new pair, no questions asked, so you can wear your Shady Rays with confidence because they have your back long after you purchase. Together with their customers, Shady Rays is providing much needed support to nonprofit partners across the U.S. through Shady Rays Impact. I mean, we love a company that also gives back too, but you can shop online or you can shop at their brand new location at the Park Meadows Mall. So if you want to actually try on your shades before you order them, or if you do order them online and you don't love them, you want to exchange them for a different pair, or you want to return them, you can do that for absolutely free within 30 days. So there's just truly no risk when you shop. Their team always has your back, especially with, they've got a great discount code for us. This is exclusive for DNVR listeners. Use code DNVR and you are getting 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses. So try for yourself. The shades rated 5 stars by more than 250,000 people. Oh, they've got a 4th of July sale going on too. So go to shadyrays.com, 50% off single pairs of sunglasses right now. So, that's fun. We love a sale.
Check that out.
We love a sale. You need Shady Rays. You need to get on board.
Do.
Get on board. All right. We're making bets this weekend. We're making bets. How are we feeling? Anyone from the Rockies that I should be putting my money on?
Yeah, so I looked at tonight's game. Player props look pretty good. I found 2 I like, 1 Rockies and then 1 Tigers. But,
okay.
No one's forcing you to bet either, guys. So,
no one's forcing you.
I know this is a Rockies show, but I did find a bet I like for the Tigers. But we'll start off with the Rockies. Bretton Doyle, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. That's a -130.
Oh.
Now, he's in the 9th spot, but, I mean, he should still get 4 at-bats. The thing with Doyle, I like him a lot.
Yeah.
But the K stuff has been a little troublesome, right? He's striking out a lot, and I think the Rockies are definitely like working on him kind of getting out of that.
It's like him. It's like a lot of these young players too. They're just like, they're so eager.
Yeah, they want to show, and we see good stuff when he does make contact, right? Like he had a home run in that Angels game, so he didn't get shut out. I'm sure someone out there is like, thank
Our
God.
hero.
I know, like ready to storm the field after that one. But no, I like the last few games, the way he's seeing the ball. So we can get a hit and then a run. We get those 2, that cashes. We could get a home run with someone on base, that cashes. Or actually a solo home run cashes because that's a run and an RBI.
Oh.
So we have a few different options. I think he's going to get on base and then it flips around to the top of the lineup.
Okay, I
Kris
like
Bryant's
that.
out there. I think, where is Kris Bryant batting?
Oh my gosh, let's check the lineup.
I think he's in the 3 spot, right?
Let's double check.
The Rockies have done so many different combinations.
He's in KB's in the 2 spot.
Okay, perfect. So I like that because we get him on base. There's a good chance that Brian comes up, and I have all the faith in the world he'll make contact. Maybe not over the fence, but he'll get a ball in play. So that's the first bet I like.
Yeah. Okay. I'm into it. I like that a lot.
See this slander from Heisenberg?
Doyle is Ben's new favorite Rockies player. Can't wait for him to be traded away next year.
I mean, we deal with this stuff. People say this stuff to you, to me, like, oh, yeah, you guys going to trade him?
I don't think Doyle's going anywhere for a bit.
We're going to hold on to him and Nolan Jones for a few years.
Yeah.
They're like the new studs in town.
Love those 2.
Yeah.
Love those 2.
Yes.
Such nice young men.
Second bet.
Yes.
All
okay,
right, so we're going to the Tigers. Javier Baez total bases over 1.5. -130 also. So Baez has been striking out a lot this season. I mean, there was a stretch. I don't know if you saw some of the clips. Like, he was swinging at some really bad pitches, like literally 2 feet outside the strike zone.
Was it your first at-bat, Baez?
I know. I was like, dude, is this your first game? And he's like,
what's happening? Who are you?
He's been a little better at the plate. Gomber doesn't strike guys out. We all know that.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good matchup for him. I think he's going to get balls in play. He's not going to strike out. And I think there's a good opportunity for him to have at least 2 bases. So double gets us there. 2 singles. So those are the 2 bets I like. I also like the full game over too. 11 runs is where the line's at.
Yeah.
I just think there's going to be more runs again. Like last night had a lot of runs. I think we're going to see the same tonight.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
I mean, get a 5-6 game. There we go.
I know. So
I'm into it. I think it'll happen.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a very chaotic night at Coors Field.
yeah, and I mean it's a fireworks game, so like I feel like there's a little buzz in the air. Like,
Ooh, there is.
Yeah, there's gonna be some runs. So
Let's get some runs. We're gonna get some fireworks coming off these bats.
thank you, Dog Pound. That was so nice of you.
Oh, good luck this series from Detroit. Do you mean that sarcastically or genuinely?
I know you never know some, and you're like, thank you, and then they're like, psych, you guys suck, and you're like,
Psych, I hate you.
and then I'm like, Tiffany, ban. Boom. yeah.
Just kidding. You don't have to ban him.
Yeah, don't ban him.
If you were only half listening, don't ban him. He's okay.
Yeah, she's like, oh, what? Ban him.
Torkelson has been hot lately for us. Okay.
I want to ask a Dog Pound. So I'm pretty sure Casey Mize is not going to come back this year, but is Scooball close to coming back? Because Scooball is a fun pitcher to watch.
Yeah.
I really like his stuff, so I'm curious.
Like his stuff, like his name.
Well, I like his name, but his pitch mix too. I like his pitch mix, so
Very cool stuff. Yeah, let's excuse me. Let's talk about this upcoming series. Friday, the day that we're living in right now. It's a 6:10 game. We got Austin.
And you got to get to the game too, so we got to.
I know, yeah. We got to wrap this up in a couple of minutes because that game is starting. But yeah, Austin Gomber, 7.01 ERA up against Michael Lorenzen, a 3.97 ERA. Do you have thoughts on Michael Lorenzen?
Yeah, he used to play outfield. He can hit the ball a little bit. Now he won't be hitting today.
Yeah.
If he is, I don't even know if that's I don't know if he could. He can't come in as like a pinch hitter after pitching, right?
I don't think he can.
Yeah.
But also, who knows?
Who
knows, man?
Isn't it crazy that pitchers used to hit? Like,
we'll
tell our kids about that someday, and they'll be like, "No, they didn't." I'm like, "Check YouTube."
I just like so badly like want to like go up to like Kyle Freeland and be like, "Do you miss hitting?" And he'll be like, "Get the hell out of my face."
I think Kyle Freeland does because he's so competitive.
He is so competitive.
But I think some of the pitchers, like, they're literally just wearing jackets around the base path. Like the old Rockies clips, you're like, dude, you're literally like running with a parachute behind you. Like, how are you getting any speed?
It seems fake. It seems fake that starting pitchers used to actually get in and hit the ball. It's so funny to me. But
and then Ohtani, right? Like,
Ohtani is just a once in a generation kind of dude. But yeah, fireworks tonight, as we mentioned. Saturday, 7:10 game. We are still TBD on starting pitchers on both sides. Buddy has not decided. We mentioned this earlier, but Ty Block is on his way back up, so he could be the opener. Jake Bird could open again. Gavin Hollowell. So we'll see. We'll keep you guys posted on Twitter, of course. And then Sunday, we have Connor Siebold on the mound for that 1:10 start time on Sunday. 5.98 ERA versus righty Matt Manning. He's got a 4.15 ERA. We're going to have a weekend against the Tigers.
Should be fun. Yeah, should be fun. Tigers don't come to Coors that often, right?
They don't. Yeah, I don't know the last time they were here, but I think it's been a while. We'll see them every other year from now on.
Yeah, with the new... I actually like how they did that.
I love it.
Yeah, I think it's
very
it's
into it. I think it's good for baseball overall.
Yeah. And then we don't have to play the Dodgers like 20 times a year.
I don't need to play the Dodgers that much.
Yeah,
I don't need
it's
to
too
see them
much.
that much. Please.
Maybe the Padres in Coors. Imagine if we played the Padres every game in Coors. We'd be the best team in baseball.
Oh, I would love that. Yeah, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. We would appreciate that. As we close out, I'll let y'all know, Patrick and I will be back here on Sunday, post-game, breaking down this whole series. We will have 5 shows for you next week. Don't worry. We take no days off here at DNVR Rockies. And we'll get you ready for the All-Star break and the second half. We've got some really cool content planned for you. Ben, what are you up to this 4th of July weekend?
That's a good question. So one of my dogs, he hates fireworks, so we kind of have to hang out with him a little bit. But I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Do you have any good, fun plans?
I mean, the Rockies are playing in Houston, so I'll be watching that. Those are my plans.
The Astros.
I'm just gonna be very chill this weekend. I'll be working hard for you guys. Okay. Ben, where can we follow all of your amazing work?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, Ben_Cary_. Capwise is my company. You can follow Capwise.
You should.
Yeah, you do both those things. We do a lot of Twitch streams too.
Do you? I kind of want to get into Twitch.
Yeah, it's very similar to YouTube, but that's the platform we use a lot. So we'll do daily baseball streams talking about the games, and we're gearing up for football season, of course. So yeah, check us out on Twitch. Okay, I love that. You can follow all the latest Rockies news at DNVR_Rockies. You can follow me at the Suzie Hunter on all platforms. Ben, are you aware of what I say at the end of a show, of how I close out a show? I'm pretty sure, yes. Well, I want to make sure, so say it so I know.
You know what? I don't know how to close out a show, so that is what I leave it at.
So yeah, that was very fitting, right?
Yes, it is absolute chaos, but we will talk to you guys again on Sunday. Have a good weekend.